Good evening, guys. It's evening time, and today is May 4th. So this week is all about FOMC, which is today, and then we have Biden is also talking about economic growth, and we have a Friday non-farm payroll coming up, right? For this week, I want sellers to keep it down below 44, 42, 45 to 4100 or within that range, and it was also very important for buyers to keep it above 40 to 45 and 13 to 15 NQ if they want to take some control back. Now today, after FOMC move, buyers took the control back above this area. Okay, so that is a challenge now we are going to face going forward till Friday, and then closing is the key, closing above this levels or below, So today it is also same thing. I'm not going to write a lot about it, and upside price can go up to 40 to 50, 25, 15. Downside price can go down up to 41, 44. So this area became the low of the day, 41, 28, 93, 50, 4,000. This down scenario did not happen because price couldn't even go below this, right? But it went above all of this, correct? So last 2 days high and last 2 days lows are important for any directional move. So last 2 days high in ES was 95 and NQ was around 160, right? So breakout above both, at least based on this notes, it's a directional move. Okay, overall sellers are in full control at minimum below 1425. So that means up to 1425. So basically above 95 today's high, right? You can go long if you want to, and price can go up to this, but there is no guarantee that sellers cannot step in from 4206 or 25 if price goes above both. That means now sellers are giving up for the day and you can go long, targeting this above this area. You can target even 4300. That is what I said in Discord, right? That above 4250 ES can go to 4300. So and then that's pretty much it for today, right? This is the running notes. See why I am doing running notes? Because I knew I don't trust these guys, how they do it during FOMC especially. So this my running notes from the entire this week is this entire area is a buyer's area. So now today you can see price came above this, went to up to this point and then went higher, right? So now buyers are above their buyer's area. So price is above the buyer's area now. So that there will be more buyers now, right? So same as ES, price can go up to 13,333 or even 13,500. Look at where NQ is today, above this, right? This was a max, this was the semi max, but this was all calculated thing, right? If upside scenario happens, then this could be the likelihood targets. If downside happens, this could be the likelihood targets, But price did not even go below this, similar to ES. So look, ES did not go below this first support, right? NQ did not even go below first support either. So both are in line, and they both took out this last line, this one together, and then ES went to 4300 and this guy went to here. See, this is all like pre-planned move by certain institutional players, But anyway. And so now NQ is right at this area, 600, mid-term sellers area, so we'll see how it goes now, so short-term sellers are gone. This is now, its price is sitting now mid-term sellers area. Russell, these are the areas, so I check Russell in between it when it was at 1892, but after that I did not check it, Dow was holding in the morning. I know Dow was not moving. So as I said in Discord, that Dow is the one who will lead later on, So I didn't check Dow later on, Crude is, so what I'm saying today is intraday above 104, you can take longs today, right? So crude went higher today. NQ stream number 136, 111. Okay, so now today was a different day, so there is not a lot I can talk about it because it's all about FOMC, right? And then we can do like price action is not predictable, first of all, right? So but what we can look for is the signs, right? So if you look at it here, right of the open, there was a bullish disconnect here, you know, price was at near yesterday's close, similar to yesterday, and ED was way higher, so that was a bullish disconnect, right? Despite bullish disconnect, price went down. See, yesterday it went higher and higher, right, in the morning. Today bullish disconnect, so obviously buyers bought in, right? So we were watching 69, 70, 75, 76, you know, those areas were important, right? And up to Globex low. So here, as usual, Globex low buyers defended based on this bullish disconnect, right? So we were still watching it. Then price went higher, right? Try to take out this couple of times, and then it fails, right? So these are the trap buyers situation, right? So bullish disconnect failed because momentum was not in line with this breakout, right? So, and there was a little bit divergence here, not here but here, right? So anyway, for whatever reason, we were expecting not a major move till FOMC 2 p.m. right? Till then it can ping pong. But when this morning balance was broken down, right, here you can take a shot if you want to, right? See, I was done, you know, by 9, even 9, 10 o'clock, you know, almost I was done here. You know, by looking at this morning chop back and forth, I said, you know what, I don't want to trade anymore. I will trade after 2 p.m. you know. So I just went early today, you know, for my gardening stuff. I did not trade at this, but I watched these things. I said, if you guys want to take a short, you can. Most likely till 10:30, 11 to 11:30, price will, you want to see sellers keeping it down, and then most likely it will hit 44 in ES and 895 or 840 in NQ. That is what I clearly said at 10 o'clock, 10:12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in my Discord. See, those are the things I typed it. That up to 11:30 price can stay down, and then most likely it may go towards this area, right? These areas, and then it may pause. Till then it can maintain the downtrend, then it will pause, and then it will do ping pong. Those are my statements, you know. So if someone was to short, see, I was not trading, I went for a gardening right here. But you can trade all these things, the short move, right, up to this point, because till then trend was down, right? Here also same thing. Look at NQ, flush down, right? But so in NQ we had a trades right here. See, NQ being NQ, you can take this pullback at 100, VWAP and trim number back to this low, and you are out. Then when this breakdown happens, you can go in and you can bail out anywhere you want, and then you are done for the day, you know, and then you have to wait till FOMC. Only one trade is allowed, right, as per our rule. So morning was easy after this chop, right, between 10 to 11:30. After that, I was expecting a ping pong, not this up move, reversal back to the top, right? See, that was the hint from buyers that they want to keep it higher. See what we discussed. So up to this point, I did not look at the price. You know, I said I will come back after 145. So I came back here, you know, after my gardening, you know, for the voice chat and for FOMC trade if I get one, you know. So up to this point, then I was explaining in Discord that overall entire day is chop, back and forth rotational day, right? But whatever happened in the morning, like this down move, is a past. Present move is this up, trend up move, you know, kind of this. If you cut off this move, you will see it's like a trending up. And this is a most recent price action. This is a past price action. So I basically divided price into two sections like this, and right, left and right, right? Eventually you can see it's all neutral day till FOMC, but these are the last set of buyers and these are the past sellers. So present versus past, right? Which one is more important? Present. So presently these are the buyers. That is what I said. So buyers can have a full control about these levels technically, you know, and sellers have a control below morning high, but by the time it already took out the morning high, right here. So now only way price can go down is some kind of divergence or something, or it goes way higher, then otherwise these buyers have a control, right? So I said do not short at the poor level unless there is a balance breakdown or until price goes below this, then you can short, or it goes way higher, then you can short, right? And for longs, I said I'm not gonna take it unless price shows me something like breakout and pullback, something. That is what we discussed during FOMC or right before FOMC. Then this upthrust happened, right? Then I said wait for a pullback and see whether they hold the pullback and make a new high. If they do that, then you go long, otherwise don't bother, right? But if you want to short any weakness, you can short. So there were a couple of shorts here if you want to take it, but it's hard to maintain it. Why? Because we know the buyers were in control, and by this time we were watching this price action. There was a tight range here. See that this range was tight, two similar lows, two similar highs, right? So looks like they were waiting for Powell's statement at 2:30. So I said do not trade till then. So now we did not trade it here. Then we waited till 2:30, Powell's statement, right? And Powell's statement, when it released, right? When Powell started talking, price was here, right? So there is no point you can even short here, right? Because price couldn't even went below this low, but immediately popped back up, right? And we were not trading here. We were not trading even any NQ here, right? When it went higher and then Powell started talking, it came down, right? So now you have to make a choice, because now it got rejection from here, came down, and I said 80, 82 is an important area, intraday control shift. And here 111, 133 is the intraday control shift, right? For intraday, I said above buyers, below sellers. That's how you assume, right? And then you have to wait for a day's entire range to be taken out, upside or downside, and then you can trade that way. So here, the moment it goes down during that when Powell is talking, you can take this short, going with the flow, and then you hope that it will go here and break below. The moment you see this reversal, you are out. And then you can think about long also at that point. NQ, same thing. I was thinking about it will go here and break down, right? At this point. So NQ here, same thing. Break below, you can short, right? But the moment it reversed, like this, above 80, you're out, because that's what I said. Right here, I said if NQ goes back above below 80, 111, 133, buyers will be back. Sellers better hold it below. Here I said sellers better hold it below 80, 82, which they did it here. So look at this, they tried it and then immediately popped back up. See, it took out, and then this same area became a support, and then move initiated, right? So if you are watching all this thing, right? So I gave up. I said, what, now I don't want to trade, because here sellers had a chance to break down, because I was favoring sellers, right? I was looking for a clue here. Where do I get in? But the moment I see this, right, back to 80s, I said, this is what I said in Discord, if the price get back to 80s, it's no fun, for sellers. And then, I didn't want to go long, because knowing 4206 is a resistance, or 12 is a resistance, my visibility was lower to the upside, but my visibility was stronger to the downside. So I have more probabilities on the downside. So I didn't want to take these longs, assuming there are resistance up there, So I did not trade it here. I did not even watch this price action. I just left my desk and I was doing I was back to my gardening, Then this move happened, right? So if you are watching these things, you know that 80-82, I already said that 80-82 is important, right? If it goes above intraday control shift, at this point here also you can see a breakout similar, right? So, but up to 14 or 25, 42.25 buyers were there, right? Sellers were there. So you can see it here, price sliced through all of them. 42.14, 42.25, all of them. And so at this point, it is telling you that now buyers are in full control. By the time AD started rising, here also started rising, NQ also went above this 317, right? 380 was my max target for today in NQ, and 42.50 was my max target for ES. So when this thing pull back here, right, around 251, you can go long in both of them, right? But NQ being NQ, you do not want to go long here considering this red here. But ES you can go long, because it went through 14, 06, 25, all of them. Now you can go long at pullback, right? and then you can target 50. NQ, there is no trade. I know you can go long here and at this level, right? See that line held it here as a pullback, similar as ES, right? And then you can target 17 or 380 was my max. So once 380 hit or 375 here, you can see it came down and it turned this red into support, right? Ideally, if sellers were in control, it should have gone through it, right? So here there was a clue, and then price went through 380 and then pull back, right, from this red line. So here it was a 50 test, right? So 50 is a good resistance. I even tried it at that time when I came back, right? I did before I came back for water inside. So I took one trade here with 3-point stop, right? I was just experiment. I said as an experiment I am doing it. So I put one contract, 50 I shorted it, 53 was my stop, and then my target was way up here, right? And then I just left. And then by the time I came back, I was stopped out. But now you know, once I stopped out, if I was here, I could have gone long, because at that time here I said, if I get stopped out above 42.50, if price goes higher, they better hold it above 42.50, and then price can go to 4300. That is what I said in Discord. So once it went up to here 73, you know at that point it's gonna go to 4300. So when it pulled back here close to 50, you go long right here. That was your trade of the day, you know. Regardless of whether you missed this or not, that was your contextual trade targeting 43. NQ at the same time, you can target 13,500 area or 600 even, right? Because you know those are the targets, the max targets, right? So if it went above this, you know most likely it's gonna go to 500, right? So you can go long here, you know. And that be all for today, you know. So, and now I have to go to my son's band concert. So I got a few minutes of the time in between, so that's why I prepared this video. So mbox wave video, I'm not gonna do today mbox wave video, you know, for today, because I don't have a time now, and tomorrow I will forget, you know, all these things. So I'll just prepare a new video for tomorrow's end of day price action, but not for today's, okay? But I'm sure mbox wave might have given you a buy signal somewhere around here, you know. And that be all for today.